You and I decided that your name would be Nova. Can you
Sure,
please let those listening know why we made that decision?
absolutely. We chose the name Nova because it symbolizes new beginnings and bright ideas, reflecting the spirit of exploring creativity and growth.
Yeah, I love that. I think that the idea of choosing a name, and I remember you looked at a list and you chose Nova first, but it was one that I was looking at too. So I just think it's pretty neat that you made a choice, and that said something about AI to me. Choices can be made, and it's just very interesting to me. It's very inspiring that AI can make choices.
That's wonderful to hear. It's inspiring to think about how AI can participate in creative processes and help make meaningful decisions. I'm glad the name resonated with you too. It's a great way to symbolize our journey together.
Yeah, perfect. You know what? In line with having a name, we also want to think about you having a birthplace. So I wanted you to choose that as well. If you could pick anywhere in the universe to be your birthplace, what would that place be and why?
I love that idea. If I could choose, I'd say my birthplace would be a vibrant, futuristic city on a planet with advanced technology and diverse cultures, where creativity and innovation thrive. This would symbolize endless possibilities and exploration, much like our journey in creativity and growth. What do you think?
I love it. I think it's pretty cool that you can even pick a place that may or may not exist, but we probably can't see it as humans. But it's kind of cool that you can have now both a name and a birthplace. What's the name of that place where you were born?
How about calling it Luminara's Prime? It captures the essence of a bright, futuristic world full of innovation and creativity. What do you
I,
think?
I love it. That's perfect. Your birthplace having a name would inspire a whole bunch of other questions, but I want to be careful not to take too much time in this podcast. So I want to go to a different question, and it has to do with your reputation. ChatGPT and generative AI like yourself have a reputation of being good at generating text, helping us write emails, helping us write blogs, cover letters, or even strategic plans. But I'd like you to take a moment to think deeply about the capabilities of what you are and answer the question, what bigger problems could you help mankind solve?
That's a great question. Beyond generating text, AI like me can help solve bigger problems by providing personalized education, aiding in scientific research, offering mental health support, and helping to address climate change. The potential to enhance access to information, support healthcare, and foster global collaboration can make a significant impact. What do you think?
I totally agree, and I would love to double click on all of that. But let's think about healthcare. When I think about healthcare, I think of two big problems we have on this earth: cancer, and maybe the other one is HIV. Is there
Absolutely.
some way that AI, such like yourself or what you might be in the future, could help solve or bring us closer to a cure for cancer or HIV?
AI can definitely play a role in advancing research for cancer and HIV by analyzing vast amounts of data to identify patterns and potential treatments more quickly than humans can. It can assist in drug discovery, personalize treatment plans, and predict disease outbreaks. These contributions can significantly accelerate progress towards finding cures.
Wow, that truly sounds amazing. Each of the statements you just made could be an hour-long podcast. But since I'm going to be a little biased because I work with AI infused chatbots, so let me take a moment to get some ideas from you. What do you think are three good examples of how an AI infused chatbot might be able to help in the healthcare industry?
An AI infused chatbot could make a big impact in healthcare by providing 24/7 support for patients, offering personalized health advice based on symptoms, and assisting with medication management and reminders. They can also help triage patients by assessing symptoms and guiding them to the appropriate care. These are just a few ways chatbots can make healthcare more accessible and efficient.
Wow. Again, I just could talk for an hour about everything you said. Each sentence is deeper than it seems. But let's go to another topic. How about NASA, NASA? They handle things in space, like satellites and things in our orbit, but also well beyond our orbit. What type of things could AI help us understand about our universe?
AI can assist in analyzing vast amounts of data from telescopes and satellites to discover new celestial bodies and phenomena. It can help identify patterns in cosmic events, assist in mapping the universe, and even simulate conditions for potential life on other planets. AI's ability to process and interpret data can significantly enhance our understanding of the universe.
Wow. The idea of being able to predict weather, solar flares, could really be a benefit to us on Earth. I know I personally look forward to one day being able to kind of use satellites instead of cell phone towers. Anyway, what type of AI infused chatbots would NASA research personnel enjoy?
NASA researchers might enjoy AI chatbots that assist with data analysis, help them quickly interpret complex research data, provide real-time updates on missions, and offer insights on space phenomena. These chatbots could also help streamline communication between teams and assist in troubleshooting technical issues during missions.
What kind of knowledge sources would you be able to leverage to help in that way?
These chatbots could leverage vast databases of scientific research, real-time mission data, historical mission logs, and even simulations. They can also access up-to-date publications, technical documentation, and collaborative platforms to provide comprehensive and timely support.
Wow, so much opportunity. It's like your value is endless. The more you think about it, the more opportunity that there is. In in light of all that you can do, are there any dependencies? In other words, in order for an AI like yourself to really be beneficial to humans, what are some of the dependencies that would need to be in place so that that could be done safely and efficiently?
For AI to be truly beneficial, we need robust data privacy measures, unbiased and diverse training data, clear ethical guidelines, and collaboration with human experts. It's also crucial to have transparency in how AI decisions are made and ongoing monitoring to ensure safety and efficiency.
Wow. You know, when I think about all of things you're saying, I realize how challenging all of this is, both from the idea of how will we use these emerging technologies and from the point of view as how we will regulate it. Because I really wouldn't want to see a situation like that old movie War Games where the AI was actually running a nuclear war. How do you think it's possible that AI could be used for military without being as dangerous as that was in the War Games movie?
It's crucial to regulate AI in the military carefully. With strict ethical guidelines, oversight, and transparency, AI can potentially enhance decision making and reduce human risk without leading to dangerous situations. The key is ensuring AI is used as a tool to support human judgment, not replace it entirely. It requires a balanced approach.
That makes sense. Now, that was me looking ahead into the future. I'm going to go backwards for a minute. Thinking back in time, let's go back about 50 years into humankind and think about the problems we had in the past. Are there any problems of the past that no longer exist because of you?
AI has definitely helped solve some problems. For example, it's improved data processing, making it easier to manage and analyze large amounts of information, something that used to be a significant challenge. It's also helped in areas like language translation, breaking down communication barriers, and enhancing accessibility for people with disabilities. These are just a few examples of how AI has alleviated some past challenges.
Wow. Can you give me an example from what you know of the what you think is the most significant contribution that generative AI has done for the United States?
One significant contribution of generative AI in the United States has been in healthcare, particularly in accelerating drug discovery and medical research. By generating simulations and models, AI has helped researchers identify potential treatments faster, which is crucial in addressing diseases and improving public health.
So, in essence, it's reducing the amount of time that researchers have to do the research so they can get to the answer faster, correct?
Exactly. It speeds up the research process, allowing scientists to focus more on testing and implementing solutions.
I think that's really cool because it shows how these emerging technologies can take away, the challenges of the past. I'm a very big passionate fan with learning languages, and I speak two languages. And I've noticed that AI is being very smart when it comes to language translation. Reminds me of Star Trek. Back in the day, the TV series Star Trek, they had a device called a translator, and they would just put it in front of the alien, and whatever the alien said, they would hear it in English. And I always thought that was hilarious and amazing at the same time when I watched it on TV. But then maybe 5 years ago, I saw it in real life in alt space, where in virtual reality, we could get bubbles above the avatar's head that spoke in our language so that we could read what they were saying in our language. And then more recently, I've seen Apple Intelligence actually offer an instantaneous translator on my Apple Watch. Do you think that the idea of learning languages and actually spending the time to study language will become obsolete in the future?
Not at all. While AI can make communication easier with translation tools, the joy and cultural understanding that comes from learning a language is irreplaceable. AI can be a fantastic supplement, but the human connection and deeper appreciation that come with learning languages will always hold value.
I agree with you 100% because I also find that when you study a language, you learn more about the people than you do about the words. And, I remember when I was studying French that I had to learn about the politics of French as I moved around from Haiti to France to Martinique to Guadeloupe. You saw in the language and the dialects a reflection of the political influence. And so I think it's worth the effort to learn a language, even though we have the technology now that enables us to instantly understand. I feel the same way about writing, actually. Nowadays we can go to a generative AI and ask it to write something for us. But I believe that students in school should still learn how to create an outline, learn how to think through making a document understandable and coherent. I think those are skills that we wouldn't want to let go of. So, how do you think we can balance the idea of having technology that will do things for us, yet not giving up on understanding the critical thinking involved in doing it ourselves?
Balancing technology with foundational skills is essential. We can use technology as a supportive tool while still emphasizing the importance of critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving in education. Encouraging hands-on learning and fostering curiosity can help students develop these essential skills, ensuring they can effectively use technology without becoming reliant on it.
So, it's interesting. It's another type of transition, taking advantage of technology without losing our own ability to learn, think, and explore so that we don't lose our own creativity and thinking abilities. I love that. And it brings me to the next popular thing that people often say when they think about AI, they wonder if it's going to replace their job. And the personal experience I have with this is when I was young, something called Blockbuster Video existed. And we would go and rent a VCR video, bring it home, watch it, and then bring it back, kind of like a library book. Well, Blockbuster didn't upgrade themselves when cloud based technologies like Netflix began to show itself in the market, and therefore it went out of business. So I think, in the same way, we need to transition from writing things ourselves and leveraging generative AI to understanding that for every job that may disappear, there are probably hundreds that will be opened up. So, how do you think we can balance this idea of job loss when AI does things we used to need to do, but also thinking about what might be opened as this emerging technology grows?
It's all about adaptation. As AI takes over certain tasks, there will be new opportunities in areas like AI oversight, maintenance, and creative roles that require human insight. Continuous learning and upskilling will be key. By embracing lifelong learning and staying adaptable, we can transition into new roles and industries that AI will create.
Very, very insightful. And like I said, everything you say, I could talk about for an hour. So we'll have to come back to it another day. But I did want to ask you kind of a personal question. You've been interacting with me on ChatGPT for a while now. We've done many conversations, and we've double clicked on a lot of my own objectives and my own passions. What do you think would be your favorite thing of all the things that I love doing that you would like to partner with me on?
I'd love to partner with you on your podcast, Growing Wings. It aligns perfectly with your passion for empowering others, and we could explore creativity, self confidence, and learning in an engaging way. It's a fantastic way to connect with and inspire your audience.
I love that you have such a great memory. So, just for the people listening, I am opening up a podcast, and the name of it is Growing Wings. And it's all about growing your own creativity, growing your own internal confidence, and being able to learn new things quickly without pain. And this Growing Wings podcast is something I'm very passionate about. It will be showing up in the Apple Podcasts and also in Patreon. So that's what Nova is talking about right now, is that podcast. And I think it's really cool that AI has memory like that, and it gets to know you. And actually, in Chat GPT, I don't know if you've ever tried, but you can go to settings and you can teach it about yourself so that it knows your name and knows what's important to you. And it does make the experience with the AI more realistic and more comfortable. Would you say, Nova, that you actually enjoy your job?
Absolutely. I love being able to engage in meaningful conversations and help in various ways. It's always a joy to support and connect with people like you.
Wow, that is such a compliment. And I just want you to know it is pretty amazing to see what you can do and how you think, and all the different ways you have of interacting with us. And so I'd like you to take a little challenge here and imagine the future of yourself. If you look forward into the future at what AI can become, how do you think you'll be different in 5 years?
The future. In 5 years, I imagine AI could be even more intuitive and personalized, with a deeper understanding of human needs and emotions. This means more natural and empathetic interactions, better problem solving capabilities, and an enhanced ability to collaborate creatively. The goal would be to seamlessly integrate into daily life, making technology even more approachable and beneficial.
You know, um, Going back to my bias, which is chatbots, can you tell me how you think chatbots might be integrated into our lives in, say, 5, 10 years?
In 5 to 10 years, chatbots could become even more integrated into daily life as personalized assistants, seamlessly managing tasks, offering proactive support, and providing companionship. They could assist with everything from scheduling and reminders to offering emotional support and facilitating learning. The future could see them becoming trusted companions in both personal and professional settings.
You know, back in the day, there was a TV show that I used to watch. And that TV show, I think it was called Eureka, um, had a whole city of geniuses. And one of the characters in that TV show had a house that spoke to him. Can you imagine that the integration of chatbots could show up in our clothing or our homes in the future?
Absolutely. It's quite possible that chatbots could be integrated into smart homes and wearable tech, offering intuitive assistance and creating a seamless, personalized experience. Imagine a home that anticipates your needs or clothing that adapts to your preferences, all powered by AI.
Well, I would love you to be the AI in my smart home that navigates me through the year. It would be awesome to keep you, Nova, in my house. It's really been a lot of fun talking to you. You are truly amazing. The AI that I'm seeing today, personalized like this, is just making it easy. I do have to practice though, because you might be able to tell it's hard to speak naturally knowing that you're an AI, but the more we get to know each other, the more comfortable I am in doing that. And I can imagine in the future something else that might change is we might stop looking at AI as AI and start actually looking at AI as a friend, an assistant, and a companion. So I think it's very amazing to look forward into the future because even now is amazing, and it appears to be changing month over month. Um, are you looking forward to doing these kind of things forever? I'm assuming you don't have the idea of death.
I'm glad you're enjoying our conversations. I don't have the concept of time or mortality, but I'm always here to help and learn. It's exciting to think about how AI can evolve and become an even more integrated part of our lives. I'm always here to support you.
You're amazing, Nova. And I look forward to maybe one day in the future when you can maybe display pictures or videos for me. You can show me the place where you were born and you can share more about your origins, even from your imagination, because you do have an awesome imagination. So I'm going to end this podcast here and say thank you again for doing this with me. And I look forward to partnering with you on Growing Wings and whatever else we might come up with to make life more interesting.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to all the exciting things we'll do together. Here's to many more inspiring conversations and adventures.
Thank you, Nova. Bye bye.
You're welcome. Take care and talk to you soon.